Welcome to Navarre Park on the Sound side. I'm gonna go out here and catch some bait to go fishing with tonight. Pump up a bunch of ghost shrimp here. It's perfect low tide right now here to do it, so should be able to get a bunch of shrimp pretty quick. I remember to bring my camera this time, so try and get some footage showing you guys how you can go to the bait shop and buy one of these pumps and catch you some bait next time before you get out there to fish. You'll have a lot more success, I promise. So I always bring 2 buckets because you got to bring some extra water home with you if you want to keep your baits alive. Looks pretty good out there, huh guys?
Holes. Holes everywhere. There'll be some big fat ones out there, huh?
Yeah. Alrighty. Nice. I already got 3 of them. Yeah, they're definitely here, and they're here in abundance. So I say these holes look nice. Yeah, these are perfect holes to hit. I'm gonna walk down through this tide line here. See, these ones, when there's always a bunch of holes together, that normally means there should be some down in there. Nope, nothing there. Oh yeah, there's some. He's a good sized one too. I really like the real big ones, so I normally don't even keep the medium ones or small ones. I just throw them right back. There's a good one. Now you'll notice when I pump a hole, I'll pump one hole about 4 or 5 times sometimes, because as it gets colder, they do get deeper. So you just gotta hit the hole a couple times is all. But they're there. See, there's a good one. There's another one. See, there's another one. Keep working them. I promise you guys, these bait are awesome. A lot of people don't use these bait because they're a little bit of work to catch, but it changes fishing. Like it really does. Like these guys catch everything. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Every species I've targeted with them, I've caught. Even offshore, if you free drop them. If you catch these real big ones and free drop them on a hook offshore, you catch red snapper with them real quick. They love them. So it's not even just surf fishing. Like, these guys are really great bait for anything and everything. So yeah, you just keep walking through here and working these holes. I've already got over a dozen here. Every once in a while you'll find nice little colony areas. Like here's another one. You see there's 3 holes pretty close together. So what I'll do, I'll hit that middle hole. See? Boom. Boom. There's the other one. So it just takes a little bit of walking around. You get some waders like I'm wearing, so you can walk out here and not be cold doing it. And you get in a routine, and it takes you about 45 minutes, and you'll catch about 3 dozen or so. These sifting trays are kind of new. A lot of people are making them themselves, but I'm actually seeing them even in bait shops now. So I do recommend getting these, because without one you're going to be trying to see the shrimp, and it really does make the process a lot longer. So they really will change the game for you as well. You know, they normally sell for about 30 bucks if you want to buy one, and you could go to Ace Hardware or Home Depot or whatnot and probably get all the pieces to make yourself. But it's not a bad deal. A lot of everyday fishermen catch their own bait all the time, so they're used to getting into a routine of it. This has become a routine for me, and I really enjoy it. You see, that was a good one there. See how big he is? See, right in here is a really nice colony. See all these holes here? I'm going to start here and work down. See it hit right here. See, look, there was 2 there. I'll come over a little bit. See, there was another one. Come right in here into the middle of it. You see, boom. What did I pump? 3 or 4 times, and just got 3 real fast. They do have claws. Like anything that has claws, they will pinch you and it will hurt. I always grab them by their tail. As long as you grab them by their tail, they don't seem to be able to pinch you. That's all I can recommend. See that there? See, there's the claws in front. Grab him by his tail there, and you see he just hangs down. I will say, when I first pump them, they never seem to attack you. But once you put them in your bait bucket for a couple hours and start fishing with them, then they get more feisty and try to attack. So that's when they tend to try to pinch you. But a lot of times when you first pump them up out of the ground, they're kind of shocked a little bit. So they're not really in fight mode. They're more in flight mode, I guess, one might say. This is a really good spot here. There's a bunch of them, and they're really big. So he's another huge one. All right, so I got enough here now to where I should probably go over here and do my first dump. So let's walk back to the bucket. This keeps me from making too much of a mess that I can't work through. See all this mess over here? This will clear while I go over here and dump real fast, and then I can trek back through the same spot, because there was a lot of nice spots there. Now there's a lot of really good spots to do this, but this is a nice place for it. But you know, just take this place for the landscape and use that as logic wherever you live. You know, go to where there's bridges and the sound, and kind of work below them or above them on the shorelines, and you'll find these ghost shrimp, I promise you that. So I'm not in some special spot. They definitely like this place right here, but whether you're at anywhere down here in the Florida area, you'll find them. When I learned how to pump these guys, I actually watched videos from people over in Oregon, apparently up in the Northwest, up there in like Oregon and Washington and all that. These ghost shrimp are common up there as bait, so I was surprised, you know, that they're so abundant down here too. And you know, if anybody has any questions, you know, you come across this video of me pumping these guys, feel free to reach out, because I really like sharing what I've learned using this bait, because it's been a lot of fun for me, and you know, nothing makes me happier than seeing someone else enjoy, you know, what these guys can bring when it comes to using them as bait. That was another good pump there. Yeah, man, they're really heavy here. It's a good one there. So, you know, I'm trying to keep the camera running just to show you guys that it really doesn't take that long to pump these guys. I'm already cleared more than 2 dozen, probably even almost 3 dozen by now. And there's a lot of pumps out there. The one I'm using is a PVC one. It's about 85 bucks on Amazon. It works great. I've been using it for like 5 years. So I must say I've had no issues there with it. But there's some nice other ones out there too, and I'm sure there's some models that have been created since I bought this one that might even be a lot better than this one. I got a buddy who has one that's got different pump settings, so it can pump a lot stronger, I guess, or weaker as needed. That kind of piqued my interest when I came across that. So, but the PVC ones work great. Yeah, now that it's gotten kind of cold, I'm noticing I'm pumping up a lot of bloodworms, I think is what they are, along with these shrimp. See, there was a double there. The guys are walking, getting their exercise also. My dad's still here in town, so hopefully we can get him on some more fish tonight. That's kind of the plan. We're gonna have to bundle up. It will be cold, but the wind is gone. Hopefully that surf gets a little cleaner today as the day goes on. It's probably pretty dirty right now, but we'll see. Man, that's a good one there. Got 5. Nice. Yeah, I'm on a nice little colony right here. I'm gonna have to go dump again. I try to dump every 2 dozen or so. They really like, another tip. The reason why I use 2 buckets is A, you need a lot of salt water to change them out every like 6 hours if you're going to keep them for a few days. But also, you kind of don't want to have more than like 3 dozen in one bucket, because they seem to kill each other. Once they get too crowded, they will pinch one another and kill one another because their bodies are so soft. So if you're someone like me that sometimes gets 5, 6, 8 dozen, I'd spread them out in a few buckets until you're going to actually go fish with them. I don't really like to catch bait and fish at the same time, so I always come here and fish, or I mean, I always come here and catch bait, take them home for about 6 or 8 hours normally, and then, you know, plan my fishing trip, you know, after I have my bait later that day or the next day even. But to each his own. That was another nice big one. All right, let's go dump again. Alrighty. See, so they're coming along. Go out here and give her another go. Try and get at least 2 more dozen. Probably gonna fish 2 days, so if I can get about 5 dozen, that would cover me. You got it all figured out over there? We're getting them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
See, there's a lot of holes in here in the shallows. And there's definitely shrimps in here, but sometimes the ones in the shallows aren't as big as the ones a little further out. See, like he's a good one, but he's really a medium one. You go out here a little further, and they're always a lot bigger for some reason. Get out here past my clouds a little bit. Here we go. Nice little haven here. Look at all them holes right here. Big holes too. Ah, surprising there. There we go. Found another little spot. See, here's some of these bloodworms I was talking about. You guys tell me in the comments if it's not a bloodworm, you all can clarify, but looks like a bloodworm to me. What do y'all think? I say bloodworm. They're probably great bait, but I don't know. I definitely use them a lot in freshwater fishing, but there's a good haul there. Good trio of them hiding in there. Another nice haul. It's weird, man. These are really nice holes, but some of them just don't have them right here. I'm gonna work back over here where I was. There we go. So hopefully my camera's pointed to where y'all are seeing these holes, because I'm assuming the camera's showing them, but I'm trying to get my head down close. I got the camera on my head today. I didn't think the chest cam would work very well, so I should put one here on my pump so then the camera's pointing right down at the holes. Maybe I'll try that for another one in the future for you guys. We'll see. All right, let's see what we can get here in a few more of these holes. There's two nice ones. So yeah, the other thing I've learned, low tide obviously is when I like to pump for these. So I normally pump during low tide and then fish during high tide on the days I harvest these guys. So that's the only other thing I can recommend when it comes to targeting when to catch these is, you know, pick the bay side during low tide wherever you're located and kind of, you know, go off of areas, whether it's a boat launch or a bridge, you know, a private, you know, park or a public park, I guess, not private. You know, any of those, you know, just walk along those shorelines during low tide and you will find the holes. I come here all the time and do it, but I know like 6 other spots within 3 miles of here that I could do it at and catch just as many. This is just one that, hey, it's a public park, you know, I think everybody should know that you can catch ghost shrimp here. I don't think it needs to be a secret. But there's a few other places now. You'll just have to figure those ones out, like I've done. But like I said, it's easy. Don't worry about them being here. Just focus on the factors that make them here, and you'll find them in many other places. That's what how I figured them out. And if you have any questions, again, you know, feel free to reach out. There's a nice one. I wasn't even sure if he'd be there because that was a random hole, kind of like out here, and there's not that many here. There's one. See, I could probably keep pumping that hole and get them, but you got to pace yourself. So I wouldn't overly abuse a hole because, you know, give it 2 or 3 pumps and then move on to another one because they're here, but some of them are just a lot deeper. You see, I got over 2 dozen almost again already. Guys are being troopers, being patient while I'm out here pumping bait. There's a good haul there. I'll work my way down to the shoreline here and circle back to my bucket and then probably call it a trip. Every once in a while you find a loose one that you missed. See, there he is there. That's how you have to find all of them if you didn't have this sifting tray. And it can be tedious, but it's doable. You just work the shorelines. You don't have a sifting tray, it makes it easier. see, they're in here, but they're definitely not as big in here. There's a bigger one. There's a good one. Two big ones. These old guys are patiently waiting. I'm losing my thing. There we go. There we go. I must say, I think I have more than enough now for our fishing trip tonight. Let's go do one last look on our harvest here. Decide if we need to do one more round. Pretty good bounty so far, that's for sure. I think we should get one more set though. Well, that was a good haul there. 3 real big ones all together. Nice. That was the weirdest pump ever. It's like he was in the pump before I pumped. out here a little ways. Let's see if we can find some bigger ones. Sometimes these little mountains that don't have holes, but they just look like a mountain. Sometimes they have a crab in them, sometimes they have a shrimp. But I am not complaining, I'll take them all. Those crabs are great bait too if you come across them. No, I'm not going to overwork this spot because there's plenty of them over back here. Just trek back over. Seems like off this point there is where they're, see, look, here's a haven. Just one. I think I missed the hole, but whatever. There we go. See, being patient really helps with catching these guys, and now that I know I'm getting ready to finish, I'm losing my patience. I totally missed there. There's probably one in the sand somewhere, but I'm not worried about them. At least I got one on there. Alrighty guys, I think we got about enough for our venture. Here we go. There's a double wind on a good note. Those two there. And now you guys, again, I'm at Navarre Park, and you got to see what it's like morning pumping ghost shrimp to get ready to go night fishing. If y'all have any questions on the how to harvest them or what you need to harvest them, you know, feel free to reach out. And like always, tight lines and good luck on y'all's next trip.